Hi everyone, and welcome to the first edition of the upskillmastery.com portfolio review. And this is UX portfolios by UX designers and product designers who are looking to get jobs in top tier technology companies and want to understand the process a bit better. Some of them have maybe finished a general assembly course, or they've been applying for roles and perhaps they haven't been getting interviews, or they're just not quite sure how to apply the right way that's going to get them noticed by hiring teams. I've been in this position in the past, but I've spent the last 8 years researching, understanding what hiring managers want, learning how to reach out to them, and I've also built 2 programs which help you get hired in the industry, and I have a brand new program which I'm launching at the beginning of November called Seal the Deal, which is my one-to-one coaching program, which is going to help you get hired at top-tier technology companies. So please see details in the show notes below. So first of all, today I got a request from a lovely UXer called Yuyan Huang. Hope I've pronounced that correctly. She's based in Singapore and she's just finished a general assembly program, a PDF portfolio, which you can see below. And it's very extensive. I was really impressed. But as a hiring manager, what I want to see are results. So Yan also sent me a couple of roles that she'd like to apply for. So the first one is a company called Tiger Spike, and we're just going to have a look on there now. Spike. They have a bunch of jobs listed here. Now I know that Yan is based in Singapore. And I'm looking down here, I can see a user interface designer there in experience design, but it's not a UX designer. Looks like they do have user experience designers in Australia and other places. So let's just have a look at the UI designer's role. Okay, it says apply with LinkedIn. All right, so that's another thing that I'm going to share with you today. I don't ever recommend applying for jobs through online portals, okay? This is not going to necessarily get you noticed, and if it does, you're not going to be able to negotiate the way you want to negotiate, which is negotiate yourself into a strong position with a strong salary. Okay, coming in through backdoor like this is not putting you in the best place, so I'm going to show you how you can circumnavigate that. Okay, so let's have a look. Tiger Spike. Let's see if they've got a LinkedIn profile. Okay, so Yan, what you're doing here is you want to see who you're connected to at this company, and obviously your LinkedIn profile is, or page for Tiger Spike is going to look slightly different than mine, but I can see that I've got one connection here. Let's see who this is. Okay, so she's HR. All right, so there's Ashley Westbrook. Somehow I'm connected to her, so I've got a first point of connection there. All right, so because what you're looking for is you're looking for a high-level introduction. You're looking for an introduction from someone who knows you, and also someone who can vet your work. Although I've never worked with you, I love your attitude. I think you're super organised, and you approached me really well. Gave me all your details, showed me where you'd like to work, showed me your portfolio, where you're up to. You're super proactive. I can see that you're a go-getter, right? Okay, so the next thing that I would do is I would have a look at all 336 employees on LinkedIn, and then I would filter them down by location. So let's see, where's the nearest country to you? Perhaps Australia or London. Let's see. Okay, here we have a UX designer at Tiger Spike. I would just pick out a couple of experienced designers, people who already work there, and the reason for this will become apparent very shortly. All right, so you've got where they work, who they are, you've got a few more details about the company. Let's go back into the company a bit more. what they've been doing. Okay, so here you can see what they've been working on, some of the projects they've been working on if you go to their website. The reason we found people who worked there before is because I want you to reach out to them and start a conversation with them. Let's see what they're working on. This is very important. Okay, you want to know what they're working on so that you can really mirror what they're doing in your portfolio. And if you can't do that at the moment, perhaps you go through your portfolio, take it apart a little bit, and then restructure it, leading with your results, the results you've got for others, which perhaps that you can also get for Tiger Spike. Okay, so they are hiring. Many of these companies will hire even if they're not advertising. This is because they have hiring quota requirements. And if you apply now, as soon as that job becomes available, it could be yours, okay? Okay, so let's have a look at this. Want to become a Tiger Spiker? Let's see, what is that? All right, so this is great. Okay, so I want you to bookmark this page, okay, at Tiger Spike, and let's see what they're looking for. Okay, so they're looking for somebody who's transparent, resilient, problem solver, full of energy and curiosity. Looks like something you'd be a great fit for. Okay, so let's go back to your portfolio. Upload this portfolio onto either Squarespace or create a WordPress site. Now, I have a program, it's called How to Create a Minimum Viable Portfolio in 90 Minutes. It's a workshop, it's on my website. I think you'd be perfect for this. You could get your website live in 90 minutes. I've got students who have done this in this exact process and been hired some within 4 weeks, others within a couple of months. So this process does work, and I want you to follow it step by step. I'm going to give you a few highlights from that first. Number one, Squarespace is a great space to upload your portfolio or create your brand new portfolio. Looking at this, number two, I want you to be the focus of your portfolio. I love your pictures in here, they're really fabulous. I want you to use them. We've got a picture here which is really lovely. I like this one here. So I don't know whether you have a high-res version of that, but I would make that your profile picture on all your portfolio, on your online portfolio. I'm actually going to show you an example of an online portfolio of someone who got hired in Silicon Valley. Her name is Alexandra Yang Lee, and she followed the exact steps of the powerful portfolio creation workshop I ran. And here's her portfolio. And this is done in Squarespace, and it's something that you could do too. Okay, so definitely check out her portfolio. Okay, so another thing that I want you to have a close look at is the actual case studies that you choose. When you apply through someone you know to Tiger Spike, and you could, in theory, just drop off your CV at reception. I know people who've done that and they've got interviews, but you could do both. You could get an introduction from me or someone, or you could drop off your CV in reception. With your projects, I want you to use what I call the STAR strategy, so lead with your results. Because at the moment I can see case study 1, this is great, and I've got a project summary, but I want to know what the results are from that, and those results can be based on tactical results, quantitative results. You know, how many people did this impact? What kind of impact did the research and the product have? How many people did it help? How did it help them? Was there an increase in on-site engagement? Was there an increase in sign-ups? Was there an increase in revenue? What were the results from your working on these projects? If you don't have any live projects, there are ways around that, and we can talk about that. Perhaps you can get in touch with me. But I think at the moment, I want you to look at the example that I've given you of Alex's website, and I want you to put your top 3 research pieces that actually has real impact, and use that to start fleshing out your live portfolio. Once you've got your top 3 ones on here, and I would mix them up, because I know you want to work for the UN and you have a sex workers online case here. I would perhaps I would definitely upload this case study. I would also upload, perhaps you mentioned you wanted to get into service design, I would upload a service design case study, and I would also upload, let's see, perhaps one more. Depending on what results you got for what client and how impactful they were, because you always kind of want to lead with your most impactful results. So when you're laying out your portfolio, for example, Alexandra has some really great case studies on here. I know a couple of these were intern work that she did. But so, for example, I think this was a pro bono piece she did for Mother Coders. Oh, it's password protected. All right, okay, so that's another thing I want to talk to you about, is about password protecting your results. When you password protect your results, it's an opportunity for you to start a conversation with HR of particular companies that you want to work for. So I would, once your portfolio is online and you've got 3 strong case studies on there and you've led with your results, and then I would password protect them. Then I would reach out to Tiger Spike and say you'd love to learn a bit more about what they're working on. Do you have anything coming up in the near future? I would reach out to perhaps a couple of the designers that already work in the Singapore office and see if they want to catch up and go for a coffee. I will tell you that practically no one ever does that, and if you did, you would stand out. Okay? Alright, Jan, so I'm really excited about the opportunity in front of you. Let me know how you get on. And don't forget to sign up for my brand new training, which is coming up on October 23rd. It's called The 3 Secrets to Get the UX or Digital Product Design Job That You Want. And that's even if you're a user interface designer. So you're on this training, you'll be able to get access to what UX hiring managers want and how to be moved into the top 5% of any applicants for a role. And that's even if you don't have any offers yet. Okay, so I'll leave the link to the free training where you can join me for my live webinar, and I hope to catch up with you soon. Thanks again. Bye.